All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching this tutorial or when you're watching this tutorial. All right, so welcome to class 6. Now today we're going to be addressing the issue of background. But first of all, there are a few things that I want us to quickly understand. Number one, there is background and there is foreground. There is foreground. All right, so now the background is the part, all right, of your design that is behind every other elements, behind the font, behind the text, behind the image, behind the shape, so on and so forth. For instance, if I draw a shape like this, now I have let me add this to it. Okay, so I have okay, so this is a black rectangle, right? So now the black rectangle here is our background, right? Why the white color where I wrote foreground here is our foreground. Now one of the first thing that I also want us to understand is, when we're dealing with colors, right? Maybe we're going to create another course for to study the psychology of color. But meanwhile, when we are dealing with color, we have to understand this background and foreground. And so now let's create create a duplicate of this, and let us make this okay, light. Now looking at this, what do you observe here? Now you discover that in my color usage, if a situation where the background is a heavy color like black is a heavy color, right? Another heavy color is red, or green, or blue, or purple, so on and so forth. So in a situation where you have a strong color as a background, your foreground should be light, right? So that's why you have, let's assume we have this as black. You see, you see it's not working right. It's not working right because one of the mistakes that beginners make, why they make design is color application, right? Then now we have a light gray what's it called, background. Then we have a heavy black foreground. So you see, if we want to use white here as we use white on the other side, you discover that it's not visible, right? So I want us to quickly understand these two things before we move forward. Now when we're talking about background, there are two types of background. We have background, okay, sorry, we have background color, all right, and we have background image. Background color and background image. All right, so now these two are not the same. Now background color is where you apply a color like this as a background, right, for your design. Now the background image is when you bring in an image. For instance, this. All right, so once you can bring in this as your design background. So the difference is, one is an image and the other is a color. So for us, we are going to stick with image background. Why? Because it is more flexible for a beginner, and to another point is more beautiful, right? So it takes one whose hand is strong in design to be able to use background a background color, and use it perfectly. But we also have to learn how to apply that. Now let's come back to our design, where we have what's it called, Ignite Sunday designed. Now remember that I told us that your background can either be a heavy background or a light background. All right, so now we are going to practicalize both, where we are going to have use a light background, and we have to also use a heavy background. Now first of all, we are going to deal with a light background. Now let me open let's go to where I have background, or you can simply download online where a situation where you do not have. Okay, let's choose these. Let's choose this. Okay, let's see how we're gonna work. Let me try this. Right, so I'm gonna I just copied it and paste it here. All right, so how to copy? Now you are going to press Ctrl A to select all, Ctrl C to copy, and when you come to where you want to put, just press Ctrl V. Now we are going to move this background backward. We're going to move it to behind everything. You can either use your mouse to drag it down on the layer panel, all right, or you use Control Shift brackets open to automatically take it down. All right, so now the first thing that I want to do here is I want to apply Gaussian blur, right? And the reason is the elements are obvious, and I want to blur it out a little so that I don't have it as obvious as they are right now. So I mean the design on the background. All right, so you see I've been able to blur. Just move your radius, don't move it at once. All right, just move it one after the other. All right, I don't want it over blurred. Okay, I don't want it over blurred. Then I'm going to take okay. First of all, I use my crop tool to crop out the irrelevant part of the design, because that will increase the size of your file. Now in this case, what I'm going to do in this case, because I am on a light background, personally I always want to create a white space at the middle, where the text are, so that I'll be able to play with it more. Now I'm going to come with my polygonal lasso tool, right, while the layer of the background is still selected. Now I'm going to start from here. I'll just stylishly select where the tests are. Then okay, let me move it that way. Let's do that as a design. Now I'm going to use you right click and you come to feather, right? I'm going to use a feather of 150. Let's see, 150. Then I'm going to press my delete button, right? Okay, I use Ctrl D to remove what's it called, the grid lines. All right, so now in this case, what we have to do next is to adjust the color of the text. Now remember what we talked about here. Now when the background is a light one, the foreground, which is the text, right, and every other image has to be, you know, a heavy color. Now I do not want us to leave this as black, so what I'm going to do, I'm either going to you know, choose color from the logo, or I'm going to choose from you know, something within the background, right? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on the text. Now remember, with in our class 2 or class 3, where we talked about you know, styling. Now we'll have to come to our layer, come to our layer style. Then I want us to do a gradient styling now, right? So now what we're going to do, we are going to come to our gradient box, where we open, and we will have to, now I don't need 3 color stops. All right, I need just 2, right? Because now here I want to open it and take, maybe let's see if I can pick a color from the background. If it's not possible, we'll find a way around it. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, let me see if I can pick from my clothes. Okay, I think that's beautiful. Then let me choose another one for this side. Let me see if I can even pick from the body. Okay, I think I can work with this. So where did I pick the color? I picked from my clothes and my face, because I couldn't pick from the background. And the reason why I couldn't pick from the background is because of the blend that I blend, you know, with that I have to, where I achieve this white at the window, so I have to blend the window, so it faded the background a lot. So I have to see, because I observed that my clothes, all right, my clothes and my face can also get me, you know, some colors that I want there. All right, I can adjust here if I want to adjust. Now in your own case, this might not be your own case. You might not select picture from the body, but I was just able to do it like that, right? So now I want to change this Sunday, because this yellow is actually not working now. Let me increase it a bit. So now I want to change the color of this Sunday to either this or this. Okay, I think this works. Or let me take from the window. So all right, let's see. Okay, let's use this. Let's use this. So for the tests, let's see if we can either leave it black, or let's see if we can take this or this. Okay, so that we'll have a uniform, you know, color theme. Then for this green, I'm going to change it. Let's come to color overlay. All right, because I want to change the color. All right, I'm going to change it to this. Okay, then every other text, I want to change every other text to this color, so that it will be uniform. Right, even this, I want to change it to this. You see, all right, so on and so forth. So we've been able to let me change this as well. Let me pick it from here. All right, so now you see we've been able to achieve a light background. Now another thing that I can still do to this, I'm going to bring in a flare lens, right? I'll copy as Control A to select, Control C to copy. Then after copy, I can close it if I do not want to use it, to keep it there again. Then I use Control V to paste it here. Then here where I have normal here, right? Now what I want to do, I want to select the blending mode for this layer. I'll take it to screen. all right, to get rid, to make the black, transparent. Then I can bring this here. Let me just scale it down a bit. Now the essence of this is to give it more life. I'm decorating the design. Then I can decide to bring this. Is there a need for this one? Okay, I think it works there, right? It works there, so on and so forth. So now you see, I've been able to do a light colored stuff. So this is for the light background, right? So in our next class, we are going to, or rather, let me just also combine, let me use a heavy color stuff so that we'll get it at once, right? So I'm going to save this one as Church Flyer Tutorial 2. All right, so in this case, I'm going to remove this first. I'm going to remove this first. Let me even save that. Where's Church? Let me save that as JPEG. Let me save that as JPEG. Church, yeah, yes, let's go. All right, so now this one, I'm going to clear out every styling here. I'm going to get rid of the background. Every text here, I'm going to change them to white color. I'm going to change them to white color because we are switching to a dark background now. I'm going to change it to white color. Yeah, now this, I'm going to use my rectangular mark tool to just trace where the text is. All right, I'm going to use my Control I, all right, to change it to white. Then I come to my background, I press Control I to get a dark background. Right now, what we're going to do, we are going to bring in let me see, we're going to bring in a background. Oh, let me see, there was a background. Okay, now let's is that this or this? Okay, let's go with this. So now we are going to paste it here. We're going to paste it here. All right. Okay, now let me cut out, crop it down. I'm still going to blur this background. I'm still going to blur this background a bit. Okay, so if I want, I can also bring in this background. I'll copy it, I'll paste it, right? Then I move it above the other one. I blur it a little bit. Now I'm going to use my take my polygonal lasso tool. I'm going to select a part of this background that is at the top, because I want to blend. I'll give it a feather of like 150 or 200. All right, so what the feather does is to determine the smoothness, of the edge. So I want to delete, right, so that I'll be able to, you see, now I've been able to combine two backgrounds together to form one. So you can combine up to about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 background together. All right, so on and so forth. Now you discover that this blue purple stuff is actually matching with what's it called, the it's matching with the color of the logo. So we are going to see if this gold can help us in the place of the text. Now, because I've already shown us how to do your your styling, I'm just going to go straight to the code that I have saved here already. All right, or select this, or whichever one is going to be working. Okay, I think this is working more. Now I'm going to change this to white. I'm going to change this to white, right? Then I'm going to just adjust this, maybe the stroke. Let me adjust the stroke if possible. Is it center? Let me move it outside, right? Let me adjust inside. No, okay, I think inside is better. Inside is better. All right, okay, inside is better. All right, so I can change the color of this date. Just pick a color from here. All right, then this one, I'm going to change the color overlay of this one to let it be this same one, so that we don't have too many colors. And mind you, if you are working with color, don't pack too many colors, you know, on your design. Let's give this the same color, the same yellow color. And the host, let's give host the same yellow color. All right, so just open your color and just pick your color from there. All right, now, so on and so forth. So now let's brighten, let's adjust, let's use curves to adjust the image. To let's just brighten it up. Let's brighten it up a bit. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do here is, now let's go back to, let's bring in, okay, let's come back, let's take these let's open up this stuff again. Now you discover that it's no more working there. This you know, color flare is no more working there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring this to the edge here, and I'm going to see how I blow it up more. I move it this way. I'm going to see how, let me duplicate this, right? Let me bring it up here a bit, right? Let me move this down somewhat. Okay, so on and so forth. So now this is where we're going to stop for now. So in our next class, we'll look at something else, how we are going to take these designs forward to ensure how we're going to enhance this design. But let us achieve this, and the Lord help us in Jesus' name.